What's up? How's it going? It's, I don't know what, it's like 5.5 weeks of lockdown now, maybe 6. I've lost track of time and space a long time ago. Things are going alright, just been working. I finished maths today, which I'm really happy about. So I finished my syllabus for differential equations and calculus before the semester even starts. Yes! Super proud about that. Don't know if you can tell. But today, just since I think it's Saturday today, I'll just talk about what I've been up to, what I've been doing, and just an update on what's been going on. Besides the pages and pages of maths that I have been up to for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. Yeah. So in addition to all the maths I've been doing, I've also been working on my BSS project management module for varsity. I've just been using this huge piece of paper here to outline some of the individual part B that I've been working on. So we have to basically come up with a business idea and then make a whole business plan, budget, and a whole lot of other project management stuff about this future business. So our solar panel installation and traffic light project is going well. Here's my budget with all vehicle and researched amounts for the kind of startup stock you might need and all the operational budget items that you might need with inflation factored into that. I've got a stakeholder analysis map over here showing who's invested in the project, who has lots of control over the project and what to do about them, whether to monitor them, keep them informed, keep them satisfied, and so on. And then on the other side I have a work breakdown structure. Since I'm doing operations for the project, we've split up into operations, logistics and marketing. I'm doing the operations. Here's a detailed list of everything that has to happen for us to install solar panels at a traffic light intersection. So yeah, apply for council approval, travel to the site, inspect it, sync the pole, align the panel correctly, run the cabling and wire correctly, measure electrical parameters, clean the worksite, document successful installation, and then some technical measures like total float, free float, and critical path for the work breakdown structure and how fast you can get it done or whether it gets done at all, and then that gets put into a network diagram which shows a visual depiction of your work breakdown structure. And yeah, I've learned a lot. I mean, it's not super useful right now, but maybe one day when I'm working in a big business or working on a big project, I'll be able to use some of these things and it'll give me a more structured approach to starting a business. But yeah, moving on. I've also been reading a lot, obviously. Not these books right here, but I'm just busy listening to the last Artemis Fowl book right now. Really been enjoying that for a break. And I also finally listened to The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Interesting. I think it was definitely a bit overhyped, but I liked his points about like only focusing on what's important in life and not giving a fuck about other people's opinions or unimportant things, and like really trying to follow a minimalist approach to what's important in your life. And yeah, about how a lot of the world and that is pretty entitled at the moment, and you just need to accept the parts of your life that are shitty and bland and, you know, work at making it better and just taking accountability and responsibility for everything in your life. Yeah, I enjoyed it. As Mikey, my good friend, said, it's got a lot of stuff in it that seems really obvious and is really kind of like simple advice, but when it's actually written down and you actually start thinking about it, it's actually really good advice. That old piece of advice that if something is cliched, it's probably a good piece of advice, really does stand and make sense. So yeah, not as amazing as I think it's been marketed to be, but a decent read. Not a huge amount of news in regards to the web development I've been doing. Really been enjoying it and that, but it's still just JavaScript at the moment. What does this do? This is a program to spit out the current day on a website. Yeah, this is just using EJS templates and that. I'm going to move on to databasing soon, which should be interesting and should allow me to build some cool websites and that. I don't know, I'm trying to think of ideas and that to build projects around at the moment, stuff that could be useful for the average South African or average student and that. So if you got any ideas or things you might want me to see build or that, let me know if you got any creative ideas. I'd appreciate that. But yeah, no, it's been going well. Not a huge amount is going out. And I asked my good friend Chris for some advice on the web development. Chris and Todd actually have been giving me advice the whole way through. I've been going through this course, and they both said you need to learn a front-end web development framework like React. So I'm probably going to move on to that before I publish any big websites, just because it's easier and allows you to scale up a better more robustly built website at the end of the day. So I'll probably go and learn React or something before I end up publishing my own website. So that's kind of the roadmap forward for the next couple of weeks with regards to the web development. I'm taking this weekend off now that I've finished maths and that. Starting varsity on Monday, I'm gonna take the rest of the weekend off and just make videos and code. So I'm gonna enjoy that. I'll let you know later if anything cool happens. And of course my sister and I have been trying to work out as much as possible at home, doing all weird and wonderful exercises outside, all mostly body weight of course, and then with some creative uses of buckets filled with pool water. But you know, we're doing our best in that and enjoying being outside, enjoying being with each other because we go to different varsities and that, you know, just talking, chatting, talking about what we're going to do when we go back to the gym. And just enjoying, I guess, the time at home and a really different kind of exercise that neither of us were really expecting at this time of year. And yeah, just really enjoying training different stuff. And of course, I think like everyone right now, I've been trying not to get too depressed and frustrated in that what's happening with the lockdown and what's happening with our really incompetent political leaders and that making regulations just seems by the drop of a hat and just on whim deciding new policies and that control people's lives. It's pretty frustrating in that to see so much public policy and that not being influenced by or decided upon by scientific virtue, but rather just individual politicians' feelings about the current moment and that. And yeah, just trying to stay positive about it and, you know, not read the news too much, because if you read the news all day and you just see like disastrous economic effects that are happening around the country, and that it's really easy to get depressed and that. So I really do hope that in the next couple of weeks things take a turn for the better and small businesses go back, everyone, you know, tries to follow the lockdown rules and that, but eventually, you know, when you have to decide between letting your business and your whole livelihood fail or maybe catching a virus with a pretty, you know, half decently low mortality rate, I think a lot of people are going to start to choose to take their chance with the virus and go back to work and that. And government needs to understand that as well. We're a third world country, and as great as it would be to lock down and, you know, get the virus down to really, really low levels and that, and, you know, everyone just stay home. South Africa's a third world country with very little money in most people's bank accounts, in most people's back pockets, and so they can't afford to do that. And we can't act like we're a first world country because we're a third world country with our own unique challenges and problems. And I don't think that a lot of our politicians and policies are reflecting that. But that's just my 2 cents. Maybe I'll make another video about it. Never want to get too mired in politics unless someone leaves a trashy comment below telling you what an idiot you are for not supporting their political party of choice, but whatever. Moving on. Been doing a lot of household chores, obviously, while we're all at home, keeping the house clean. Also been doing an ungodly amount of eating, like an unhealthy amount of eating.
And even more chores because mom can't.
Also been spending lots of time with the doggies here. Rusty here has an obsession with her feet and is constantly chewing off this. Oh, it's all bloody again. Constantly chewing off this piece of skin here. So we've been sticking a sock over here and sellotaping it over so that she can't bite it. She's very happy though that all the people are home. Spending lots of time with your favorite people. You're a good dog. And yeah, besides the rest of that, just been prepping for varsity, you know, been doing lots of maths, as I said, been doing my project, haven't been going through a lot of amplifiers notes, but I have been reading this giant textbook in preparation for microprocessors and our big ventilator respiration detection system project that we have to now do before the end of the semester. And the rest of the semester looks like it's kind of it's all obviously taking place online. I'm not sure yet whether we're going to have in-person exams or like online exams. I'm pretty sure we're going to have online exams or some kind of online tests and that, because I know UCT is only going back to campus in like October, and I don't see Tuks or a lot of the other varsities going back so much far sooner than them. So I don't think we're going to have we're definitely not having campus activities like semester lectures and that till at least end of July, beginning of August, when second semester starts. But obviously all of this is subject to change, and it's going to be interesting what happens. And some people are taking it better than others. You know, we're all struggling with work and that, but some people's degrees are easier to do online than others. I know the Mitch students are battling to get their like dissections and that done in time, and they're moving their dissections to the end of the year now for anatomy, and so that's obviously very, very difficult to handle on that, whereas guys just doing theory and that, all they can do it anywhere. So I've done a good job so far with mine. I've done a lot of theory and that, so now I need to start working on the practical stuff a bit, but it's been good. Yeah, I'm feeling really confident for the semester ahead now. And that's everything for this video. Hey, thanks for watching. Got a lot of stuff going on in that. I've yet to be bored in this lockdown. I've had lots of stuff to do and lots of stuff to keep myself busy with. So I hope you've been doing the same. And I hope you enjoyed the time with the fam dam and that. So obviously a whole lot of stores that opened yesterday on May 1, and now you're allowed to run every day from 6 till 9. You're allowed to go out for a bit of exercise and that. And slowly they're talking about easing the lockdown restrictions and that, but only expected to hit our coronavirus peak in September. So it's an interesting time to be around. We'll see what happens. I unfortunately do think we're going to be dealing with this for a lot longer, if not to the next few years. So scary times ahead, but it's alright. Taking it each day at a time. Varsity starting on Monday, and I'm excited for the next couple of weeks. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Thanks for watching.